Hey, what's up, RBY Pokemon Challenges fam? This is Teo. We're doing another run here, but we're going to do this level 5 one a little bit differently. You see, this is my favorite level 5 Pokemon ever, Arcanine. I love Arcanine, and since you can breed in Gen 2, which means you can get a level 5 Growlithe, you can evolve it with a Firestone, you can have a level 5 Arcanine, which is just truly legendary. This is the original legendary Pokemon, folks. The original legendary Pokemon. Excuse me. I am nursing a little bit of a cold here. But yeah, this one, truly legendary. It's even in the Pokedex. Where's this at? Come on, Arcanine. Arcanine. Oh, there he is. Data. Legendary. And look at that. He's 342 pounds and he's 6'3". Are you kidding me? 6'3" fire dog. So yeah. Anyway, we're doing this again because we just did the Ghastly run. It took like 5 hours, right? But this is a different set. We've got Double Team Fire Spin, which is a Gen 2 egg move for the Growlithe line, Dragon Rage, and Toxic. And these moves, at least in theory, should provide us with some opportunities to win against the Elite Four in a slightly different way. Rather than just going for, you know, Toxic, Confusion, Bide strats everywhere, we can go Fire Spin, Dragon Rage, Toxic strats in this league. So let's just see how this goes. Starting off with Lorelei. Let's just see if we can manage to get through with this set. I'm very interested, actually. Alright, so here, the Dugong in Pokemon Red and Blue does not know any water type moves. So it's just going to randomize here, is my understanding. So it might use Growl, might use Rest. It can use a lot of different things. So all we want to do... Oops, I know what's going on here. Sorry. I was up to some shenanigans. Like, of course, she can just use Takedown and knock us out, or Aurora Beam and knock us out, but... Let's see. Need to unlock that. And unlock that. There we go. So, here we go. Sorry. Now we're legit. Sorry, I was doing some setup stuff. So, here we are. With our Arcanine, of course, we have to go for double team first. There's no way we get through this fight without the double teams first. And we're basically waiting for a run where we get the good double team setup, you know, where she doesn't do anything really good or useful. So now we're going to Toxic. We're going to attempt to Fire Spin on her. And the whole idea here is that if we get a nice long Fire Spin, while she's also taking damage from Toxic, we get through that one just like that. Now we can go Toxic on this one. Oh, we get hit by Clamp. Rip. But we got through the Dugong on the first legit attempt. And that's because this strategy, the Toxic Fire Spin strat, is just so completely OP. Once we actually manage to get the setup, we're basically golden. 5 and 6. Okay. So here, I mean, we can also use, of course, Dragon Rage in order to do decent damage to her Pokemon as well. We want a nice long, whatchamacall, a nice long Fire Spin. We need like that 5-turn Fire Spin on this Dugong, but you know, she can use Growl. We've seen she can use Rest. In fact, we might want her to use Rest. You know, because here when she just uses Takedown, of course we lose, but again, we've already seen that this is possible. So the reason I'm using a Fire Spin right here is actually to get her to Rest. Yes. Oops, I misclicked though. I used Fire Spin again. So we just want her to use rest, basically. Gives us some better turns to set up here. So here, now we can just do this again. We're just kind of hoping that she'll rest again. Oops. Nope, she goes for takedown. Okay, rip. But yeah, the whole point is that if we get her to rest, we'll get 3 turns to set up double team without her hitting us, so... You know, and getting the turn 1 miss is whatever, but we're at least creating the chance that she'll rest, which then lets us get the initial setup. And in Gen 1, Fire doesn't resist ice, so she's not going to like avoid her ice moves here. She will prioritize her water type moves just because she thinks they're super effective. Okay. Okay, so here we get to set up 3 double teams at least. Here I'm just going to stick with the double team setup now. Okay. Oops. Meant to set up Toxic there. She's not guaranteed to use rest in this one, which is also a big change from the Ghastly fight, where she's, you know, soft locked into using rest. Here, she can use other things. Okay, and there we get immediately the clamp yet again. So just kind of bad luck there. We just keep getting bad luck on the Cloister. It's probably faster to just go for Dragon Rage here once. You know, like all those turns of Fire Spin take a minute. KKK. So yeah, like most of our resets are going to come from her hitting us turn 1, I think. And then we just have to survive against the rest of the team. But the whole strategy here revolves around minimizing the number of turns that she's able to hit me by using Fire Spin with Toxic. We're basically giving her fewer and fewer turns to do anything. So here, let's now set up our Toxic. And she can't rest from full health, so that's fine. And here we can now go into the Fire Spins, as she'll just continue taking damage each and every turn. And there we go. So we get that one down. Now Clamp misses this time. Nice. Okay, so now we're going into the Fire Spins together with our Toxic. And again, we're just trying to minimize the number of turns that she has to hit me by using Fire Spin. It's not perfectly accurate, doesn't need to be. Here she uses Withdraw, which is perfect. Like, she can also use Water Gun here. It's just 50-50, but we've also got all the double teams set up. So as long as we can avoid that, we can get through. But the question is just, is this a much better strategy for Lorelei than the initial strat that we showed? In spite of the fact that we don't have guaranteed setup here. Like, you can imagine something like an Ekans, though, which is going to get the Lorelei soft lock. And thereby not have to worry about, you know, the hits from the Dugong, so it's always going to get the setup off. And then it's also going to get the advantage of, you know, it has wrap from level 5. You know, like it would have tons of advantages here. Sorry, we're just getting wrecked here. But you know, it would have tons of advantages here on the Lorelei section because it would always be able to get the setup, and then it would just use wrap together with Toxic. Okay, she loves the turn 2 rest, but we like the growls here. Nice. Toxic right there. Here, let's get the fire spin on. Come on. Fire spin. It's refusing to hit. And when it finally does, she's already already going to sleep. So that was bad luck. Okay. Let's double team up. Okay, growl. Like, she didn't even use rest there, so it's not like we could have gotten her to go to sleep. Just create that chance that she goes to sleep here, though. Yes. Okay. So now she's gonna wake up. We'll hit her with Toxic. Once again, she doesn't have to rest against an Arcanine. She uses rest there, though, unfortunately. Okay, so there she wakes up. We're just missing all the fire spins at the wrong time. Okay. And then we get taken down. That's just bad luck, guys. Speaking of, I have PP ups. I'm going to slam 3 of my PP ups. Or I'm going to split my PP ups between Fire Spin and Dragon Rage. I think later on Dragon Rage is going to be super important. Let's see. Oh, I didn't have a Mimic TM. Rip. I need Mimic later. A double team. Come on. She's just getting all the hits, which seems to be the case when I'm going for these double team strats. It seems like I always get hit. Which is just ridiculous. Like, come on, game. Like, and we've already seen we can get through this first dugong. It's not an issue of getting through it. It is an issue, a little bit of accuracy with the fire spins. Okay, there we get the setup. Okay, 4, 5. And 6, okay. Hey, there we go. Now we've got her with Toxic and the fire spin going. As long as the fire spin lasts nice and long. Oh, she sleeps. So here, while she's asleep, we're just gonna hit her with Dragon Rage. One more will take her down. There we go. So, and then we immediately get clamped. Come on. The sheer luck of this one is stupid. You know, she's just not being cooperative. That's the answer here. She's just being a troll. Because this is totally doable. It's just a matter of her not being good. A, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. A, from this range, if we can just keep her in the fire spin for multiple turns, she will go down eventually. Of course, she has to rest. See, and there we finally get the nice long fire spin when she's already, you know, resting. Come on. There we're just not getting any luck, like, at all. Like, fire spin is 70% accurate, so it misses quite a bit, but still, it should hit more often than that. You know, like, that's just terrible luck that we're missing every single time when we've got her with Toxic and that she healed up from basically dead. Like, yeah, she'll use the super potions, but that should have been our time to re-hit her with the fire spin. Okay, 1, 2. Nothing there, okay. Nothing doing there. Okay. AKK. Two, 3, 4, 5. Of course, right as we're about to set up the 6th double team, she hits us. Oh man. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Come on. Come on. Yeah, I think when we go for the sleep strat, I think that's the best play. In fact, I think we go for the toxic strat, because if she just never decides to sleep, then she'll just get KO'd by the toxic. And if she does decide to sleep, we have extra turns to set everything up, so we're going for turn 1 toxic here. That's the new strat. Right? Because if she just goes like growl a bunch of times, misses takedown there. You know, like if she just growled a bunch of times and missed with attacks, then she would just be taking damage too. Okay. So there she rests. Perfect. That's giving us a bunch of turns to set up here. Okay. Okay, there we go. Now if we can get the 5-turn fire spin, then we don't need anything else. She will just go down. Okay. Here she went to sleep, so here we'll just start Dragon Raging her. And she knocks us out. Like, we might be better off just setting up the Toxic and then going into Dragon Rage on this first one. Might just be the more effective play. Just to try to get it down quickly. Not have a bunch of nonsense with it. Just like sitting here healing. Or at least trying to avoid it healing. Now, the problem is that we can't stop it from using rest in that case, but we can do decent damage to it while it's asleep by just hitting it multiple times with Dragon Rage. And that could be the play. Now here she's just not cooperating at all. We had to miss turn 1, of course, which meant that she couldn't rest turn 2. Okay. Yeah, this one's just being really trolly right now. Okay, there we go. We get the Toxic there. Growl turn 2. Nice. Now she can go to sleepy sleep. As we finish our setup here. Nice, she hits, but with Growl, which is perfectly fine. Now we're going to Dragon Rage together with Toxic on her. And okay, so she uses rest, but that's fine because now we can just do that. And here she's just keeps using rest randomly. She doesn't have to use rest, obviously. And I mean, the rest of her team is all about the Fire Spin Toxic strat, so... And we get immediately clamped. Are you kidding me? Come on. Clamp isn't that accurate. It shouldn't be hitting even 25% of the time there. You know, like that's just bad luck on the Cloyster there that we're getting hit by Clamp. And like Substitute wouldn't really help us here because Clamp is always a multi-hit move. And so the first hit breaks the Substitute and then the subsequent hits will hit the Pokemon that was behind the Substitute. It's kind of cheap, but it's the way that it works. Okay, there we go for Toxic. Maybe she can rest here. Nope, she's just going to take us down. Okay, she went for rest there. She goes for Growl there. Now go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleepy sleep. Or miss everything. That's fine too. Or Growl every turn. That's fine too. Okay. There she goes rest finally. When she's like literally right in the range to be knocked out. Okay. And then she hits, of course. Of course. Like, come on. She's so close to going down. And then she's got to hit me. Come on. Lorelai, stop being a jerk. Just die. Okay? That's your job. Just die. Okay. Okay, we put this one to sleep. Or, sorry, we poisoned this one, rather. Now we can start setting up. Okay, so there's all the double team setup in. Now we get the fire spin. Rest. Jerk. Okay, so now she's rested, but I'm going to hit her with a couple of those. We miss Toxic, and then she hits. Of course, we miss the 90% accurate move, and she's going to hit with only 25% accuracy. That is completely balanced. That is completely how RNG works. Every time, I swear to God, every time. You know, the game's just like, I don't use odds. I don't care about percentages. You know, 50% to hit there, she hit every single turn. Like, come on, Lorelai. And, you know, I mean, she wasn't going to use rest there anyway, so it's not like, you know, oh, you should have set something else up and then she would have rested. No, her AI doesn't work like that in this version. In Pokemon Yellow, she'll basically always rest turn 2. It's like a huge percentage that she'll rest turn 2, but Gen 1 or Red and Blue, no, she's just perfectly randomizing here. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, there's the Toxic. There's the Fire Spin. 5 hit Fire Spin, please. Come on. Oh no, she rests. Okay, we miss. That's basically fine. Here we'll Toxic her as she wakes up. Go for the Dragon Rage strat here. Should have her down enough to do a super potion there, and then we get a knocker out. Perfect. And then we get the immediate clamp again. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Come on, this is not RNG. This is not random at all. This is like, she's just like, this is what I do. Damn you, Lorelai. Damn you. Damn you. Ruining my run here. Come on, Lorelai. Ah, man, we should already be through this if she just stops hitting every single time when we have all the double teams set up. Like, you know, especially with less than 100% accurate moves. That's where I get irritated, is like, it's one thing if she's hitting us when, you know, we're using like, you know, she's using a 100% accurate move. I kind of am like, okay, she's got a 25% chance she's going to hit 1 and 4. But when you get to the less than 100% accurate moves, like Clamp, I get really irritated because it's like, come on. She can miss Clamp at least. Like, you know, and pretty much everything else on her team at least has a chance to not deal damage or not to deal good amounts of damage at least. So... you know, I mean, but we've got to deal with the fact that we'll get to the Lapras and it's going to use Hydro Pump every turn and it's going to be 80% accurate. And I'm sure she's going to hit the first one when if and when we finally get there. She's just going to, you know, first Hydro Pump, boom, wrecked, you know. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 there. Okay. We go for Toxic. And then she hits the Aurora Beam. Like, come on, Lorelai. Why does it have to be right after I've set everything up? Why does it have to be at that exact moment that she decides to hit? You know, like let me get some setup. Let me do some damage. So yeah, I mean it's just really random. This whole fight is just really random. Hey, she misses takedown there. That was good. Okay, there she uses rest. So now we get several turns to set up. Okay, now we've got her in a fire spin and she's on low-ish health. So there she goes down. Cool. Clamp misses. Okay, that's nice. Okay, we hit the fire spin here. Now we've got Cloister back in fire spin. Okay, and she goes down. Good. Okay, we get withdraw is nice. Come on. Yes. Okay, that one goes down. We're to Jinx. And Thrash missed, thank God. Okay, Thrash is continuing to miss. Okay. Thrash misses. So we're getting our first shot at Lapras here. It's only going to use Hydro Pump. Okay, we get the Fire Spin to land here. And the Fire Spin isn't about doing damage. It's about preventing her from moving while the setup goes. And there we go. We get through Lorelei at 33 minutes and 10 seconds of real time at 4 times speed. Yeah. So it's faster than getting through with Ghastly. That much is clear. So here we're going to replenish some PP. And one of my TMs is going to have to be changed, guys. Sorry. We're going to use Game Hook for this, but I should have a Mimic TM. The fact that I don't have a Mimic is actually a big issue here. Sorry, I'm going to turn the rest TM into a Mimic TM because I'm going to need that on Agatha. Okay? So just understand that, yes, it's a little cheap, but we've added a Mimic TM instead of a rest TM because I think the Mimic is much more important here. Okay, so here we go into Bruno time. And yeah, strategy is pretty simple, pretty similar. The difference here is that we kind of need him to use Screech or to miss Slam or miss Rock Throw with the first Onix. You know, so there he just hits turn 1. There's nothing we can do about that. But he has tons of inaccurate moves on this first Onix. And those are the key for us, you know, and he hits Rage. Like, even Rage will knock us out because we're only at level 5, right? There could be a strat of going for, like, the double team and substitute and hoping that he uses Rage and hits, and then you make him miss after the fact, and then his Rage will never hit again, which will just give infinite setup. But we don't have any accuracy moves here. We need a Gen 1 miss from Rage. And Rage is 100% accurate, so it's the one move that he can use that basically will always hit other than the Gen 1 miss. Okay, he doesn't have to use Rage. He's just randomizing, but he's just choosing to use Rage every single turn, it seems like. Okay, there we go, slam. We need harden. Give me harden, buddy. Give me harden. Sorry, it's not screech that he has, it's harden. And harden doesn't matter, of course. He can also X defend. With his AI, he'll just do random stuff like that. And yeah. He's actually a lot easier in Pokemon Yellow because he can use dig with the very first one. And dig, of course, means that he goes underground for a turn, but that's another turn that you have to set up double team or substitute and get him to miss. And, you know, like I said, you can then kind of cheese him out. Here he's just hitting everything. Come on. Come on. Slam doesn't have to hit. Rock throw doesn't have to hit. You can get misses, Bruno. You can miss. You know. And he still hasn't used harden even once. And he hasn't used an X defend yet. So I mean there are tons of ways to get the turns that we need to set up. Here, he's just really not cooperating at all. Okay, there's the first harden. And then he hits a slam immediately. Come on. Come on. Go strong on the harden. Okay. Nope. He's like harden into slam. Harden slam. Harden slam. You know, I mean, slam's only 75% accurate, but, you know, and we're at least getting one double team there. You'd think he could miss sometimes, you know, sometimes. Okay, there's a harden. And then he goes straight into slam. Look at this. This is one of those spots where I just feel like, you know, is the RNG just completely locked in to just, this is what it does now? Like... seriously. And then there's rock throw, which 65% accurate, should miss a good chunk of the time, and yet he's hit all of them so far. We have not had any luck with him missing attacks, even though he should miss tons of attacks. Bruno actually is good, apparently. In this one, something's happened. He's become super accurate, Bruno. He's like, I am here to always hit this Arcanine. I hate this dog. Apparently he hates my dog. Oh, come on, dude. I mean, this is one of the places where Ghastly is clearly superior because it doesn't get hit by 3 of his attacks, and since his last attack isn't perfectly accurate, it's incredibly unlikely for Ghastly to get knocked out turn 1 in this fight. As we can see that this is like apparently just locked into hitting me every single time turn 1. You know, and I just want him to use harden, X defend, just do Bruno things, you know. Miss, also a very Bruno thing. He's just refusing to cooperate at all. Look at that. He has hit every single rock throw. Every last one. I mean, Arcanine, are you like intentionally running under the rocks? Are you trying to get hit by them? Is that what this is? A level 5 Arcanine is so bad that it runs in front of the rocks rather than trying to get out away from them? Oh man. This is just ridiculous. Come on. Come on. Okay, there's a harden. And there's the slams. We've seen that exact pattern like 10 times now. Harden and he immediately hits slam. Even with an evasion setup. Like, he still just hits it every single time. Are you kidding me, Bruno? Come on, dude. Come on. Just be Bruno. Just go full Bruno. Look at that. Look at that. It's actually locked in. This is how you know that RNG is not random in Pokemon. Because the odds of that right there are so minuscule. Like, he should at least be missing 1 in 3, you know, more than 1 in 3, like more like 4 in 10 at that point. Okay, there we finally get the rock throw miss. Oh, and double rock throw miss. And then the slam miss. And now the rock throw miss. And now the rage miss. And now the X defend. There we go. We finally get this one to stop hitting us. Okay, now we'll just fire spin. And, you know, the strategy remains basically to just, yeah, whittle him down. Cool. Now, Hitmonchan can go for counter here, which is beautiful. we love Hitmonchan counter. Okay, it goes for Ice Punch. We get to knock it out. Cool. Okay, he misses his jump kick. That's fine. Okay, now he's X defending, which gives us turns to set up. You know, the X defense strategy from old Bruno here. And the focus energy. So he gets knocked out. We've made it to the second Onix. And he's going Harden strats, which is perfect. It's exactly what we want to see. Yes, just keep doing that. Yes. Okay. And now we've got him in the fire spin, so that one's going down. Now we want Leer, focus energy, fissure miss. And he lands the fissure. We've got 6 double teams set up and he lands fissure. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And he can go Leer and focus energy. Half of his moves don't even attack. Oh man. Bruno, you troll. Bruno. He's actually trying to be good now. He's like, I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be good at Pokemon now. You jerk. Oh man, this is stupid. You know, we get all the way to the Machamp, and we should win against the Machamp most of the time if he's not just being a complete troll. Man. And now he's back to his, like, I hit everything spam. Come on. Like, we should have already won this fight. So this is just stupid. Okay, there's a Harden and back to the slam. Look, see? It's not random, guys. RNG is not RNG in Pokemon. It's just a set of fixed values that repeat over and over again. You know? So here we're just gonna run around a little bit, just hope that it gets his RNG, like, out of whatever he's stuck in. Okay, he X defends turn 1 now. He misses slam. And then he hits the rock throw. Okay. But yeah, clearly we need to, like, run around a little bit and then go and fight him, because otherwise his RNG is just completely locked in. Okay. Okay, there's the X defense turn 1. There's a Harden. Slam miss. Slam miss. And then he hits the slam. Okay. Yeah, it just kills me that we were all the way at Machamp, and then he had to land a fissure of all things. If he had landed a submission, I'd just be like, okay, bad luck. But fissure, 30% accurate, reduced by 75%, meaning that he's hitting like, what, like 6% of the time with that, maybe? 6-7% of the time? Let's see, it would be 7.5% to hit me there with that move. That is stupid, especially given that 2 of his moves just don't damage. Like, the odds of getting KO'd there are so insanely low. Okay. Let's just keep it going. Keep it going. So there's the X defense, turn 1. There's the Harden. And then he's going to hit, right? Yep. Was a different pattern than we've seen up to this point, though. So I suppose I'll take it. Yeah. Oh, man. Okay, come on. Bruno, cooperate, buddy. He's like, I'm uncooperative. I don't cooperate with anyone. Oh, man. You should already be dead, dude. We should have already killed you. Didn't I kill you once before? With this Arcanine. But yeah, I honestly think that Pokemon Red and Blue Bruno is actually slightly better than Pokemon Yellow Bruno. At least in this context. When you're looking at like level 5 Pokemon trying to beat Bruno. Okay. 5. 6, okay. Okay. I vote let's knock this one out as quick as we can. Okay, so there he goes down. Cool. Okay, so counter means nothing there. And then he hits the Thunder Punch, of course. Of course. Hitmonchan. Again, not one that should be hitting a lot, but it hits. Like, I sometimes think there's just like a countdown timer in the background. That when you've got double team set up, it's like, okay, I haven't hit him in like 3 turns, so now it's supposed to be 1 and 4, so I'll hit him now. You know, and maybe you can get better luck when they have non-damaging moves, but otherwise it wants to hit you exactly whatever the odds are. Okay. So here I think Dragon Rage is the way to go here. I think it takes fewer turns to knock this one out with that. Cool. Okay, we missed Toxic there. We get Toxic this time. Okay, here we'll Fire Spin this one for a minute. Oh, and she... sorry, Hitmonchan. I always think it's she, but hits a Mega Punch. Yet again, not a 100% accurate move. That's why it irritates me. You know, if it was 100% accurate, yet again, I'd kind of understand, but still just irritating. But, you know, when everything just has to hit. But more so because we were already at Machamp and we should have just won. Like, this should already be finished. You know, it should have been over. I had the high ground. You know? Oh man. Okay. I mean, it's clearly just a matter of resets, though, because if we can get all the way to the Machamp in that situation, then we should win eventually against this team. Sorry, my controller's getting messed up here. Okay. Get wrecked there. Okay. Okay, 2 hardens, an X defend, another X defend, rage misses, rocks throw misses. There's the toxic. Come on, fire spin, yes. And he has to hit slam when he's on like low red health, okay. Come on. Come on, Bruno. You're just trolling me. Okay, there's one. And of course, he has to hit slam. Back to that pattern. The hardened slam pattern. Okay. Okay, harden. Slam. Okay. KKK. Okay, this one he's going hard on the hardens, but then he hits slam. You know, only got 3 stages of evasion set up. No reason why he shouldn't, you know, hit everything, right? Like clearly. This is how RNG is supposed to work. Okay. Here we're just not getting any luck with this RNG whatsoever. Just completely trolling me here. You know, and it's really trolly just because, again, like we should have already won. So, you know, you're not expecting a 30% accurate fissure to hit at the very end when you got 6 double teams set up. Ever. You know, and whenever that happens, you just have to say that that's terrible, terrible luck. That's all that is. That is just the worst luck that could ever exist in the game. The only way it could be worse is if we also had 6 sand attacks set up on him and then he hit it, because accuracy and evasion stack in Gen 1. You know, it's one of those things where a lot of people, I've had people come in and say, like, no, they don't. It's capped at -6. No, it's not. They stack. Because earlier I was doing just a replay of this just to get through with Ghastly again so that I could get the end screen. And so all I did was I went into Gamehook. I set myself to have +6 in evasion and set the AI player to have -6 in accuracy. And you basically never get hit at that point. You can basically guarantee that you'll never get hit at that point. And, you know, it's like, it would be really hard to set up in practice because you'd need 12 turns to do it. But if you can get it done, then you just have a basically guaranteed, you know, like if you're using toxic strats with that and substitute, you basically got guaranteed wins the whole way because nothing's going to be able to hit you after you get the setup off. Okay. We're back to that pattern. Come on, Bruno. Come on. Just cannot get him to do what he's supposed to do. Come on, Bruno. Okay. Okay, let's just see. We just need a run where we get the actual setup, but you can see like how rare it is. But I also think, like, seriously, the RNG is like locked in here. We've done some RNG manips by accident, guys. Unintentional RNG manipulations. Okay, now we get a rock throw as opposed to a slam there. Like, I'd be really interested to see what factors actually go into the RNG. Like, whatever its, you know, calculation is. Here he's used 5 hardens in a row. That's nice. And now he X defense. And now I'm going to Dragon Rage him twice here. And now this turn he will go down. Nice. AEX defends there. That's also perfectly fine by me. Okay. We get outspeed because he was likely going for counter there. Goes for Ice Punch, which misses. Nice. So yeah. Gets to Hitmonlee and it lands a Mega Kick. Okay. Mega Kick. You know, again, only 75% accurate. So yeah. And apparently High Jump Kick isn't in my system properly. But yeah, I mean, clearly he's the king of RNG here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Okay, so that one goes down. Here, I'm just going to go Dragon Rage on this one, I think. So there we go. We take that one down. He misses a Mega Kick. Uses Focus Energy. Uses X Defend. We just can't land a Fire Spin here. Okay. And now he's locked in, so he gets knocked out. Cool. Okay. Here, I think we once again go for the Dragon Rages here. Okay, so that one goes down. Goes X Defense, so we'll go Toxic. Goes Focus Energy. Now I'm just so nervous about getting hit. Come on. Okay, he goes Focus Energy. He misses Fissure. There we go. He finally missed Fissure. Oh, Bruno, you legend. An hour and 5 minutes, but we have beaten the first 2 Elite Four members at 4 times speed. Oh, that was stupid. Okay, so now we definitely need to Elixir, but we also need to learn Mimic. And here, Mimic has to go on over Toxic in this one. We need to Mimic Confuse Ray to have any shot here. We're going to keep the Fire Spin for later. We've got another Toxic TM in our bag. And here we need some more PP. Okay, we've saved. It's time for Agatha, the nightmare that is Agatha. The nightmare before Lance. And Lance is going to be pretty nightmarish here too, but that is what it is. Okay, so here we are, Agatha time. Strategy is to start off with the double teams, really praying that she just doesn't damage me. She does, of course. Of course she does. But we need the Confuse Ray so that we actually can get her to do more damage to herself. Because this is a fight where we won't have enough PP in Dragon Rage to just knock everything out. Okay, the full health Dream Eaters, that's, you know, the Awake Dream Eaters, that's the kind of luck we're going for here. So now we're going to mimic Confuse Ray. That's the strat. So now we're going to confuse this one. We are going to Dragon Rage it. Yes, hit yourself. Okay, she lands Sleep there. Super Potion. She's just getting to go ham on us. Here. Hits itself. There we go. Golbat goes down. One more hit there. Nice. Okay, it hits itself in confusion. That's nice. Hits itself again. So that one goes down. Cool. Confuse this one. Okay. Okay, so we get Arbok down. Cool. Now we've got 5 PP in Confuse Ray. Okay. Of course, Fire Spin's going to do basically nothing here. But if we can get her down to like 40 HP... We're just trying to whittle her down. Oh, now this Fire Spin's actually working against us because she has a chance to heal. Okay, we need her to hit herself in confusion. Come on. Actually bad that I'm using Fire Spin here, but she hits herself. There we go. We get through Agatha at 1 hour and 9 minutes. Okay. She could have healed again, and that would have just been GG on that one, but instead, we get the luck. So now... I don't know. I think we stick with this strat here. So this is going to be a nightmare because she's going to use Hydro Pump every single turn. It's only a 1 in 5 chance that she'll miss. So here... we're going to be resetting for a while, just praying for the chance for double team to hit. You know, so we're just looking for a Hydro Pump miss and to get the double team set up, basically. Okay, there's the first Hydro Pump miss, but we didn't get the second one. Like, we need like 6 Hydro Pump misses in a row, with us setting up double team, of course, but the odds are heavily stacked against it. But it's really the only way that we get through this is by getting all the Hydro Pump misses. And this is where I think a Pokemon like Lapras, for example, is actually a lot better, because Lapras basically can use the Dragon Rage... Toxic, you know, sort of strat, but it's not going to have to deal with Hydro Pump here. Okay, there's 2 Hydro Pump misses, but then she hits the third, or he hits the third, sorry. Yeah. But still, we're here at 1 hour and 11 minutes, which is way faster than the Ghastly run was. This set is much better than that, up to this point at least. You know, much better than the Confuse Ray Bide strat, clearly. But, I mean, it's just a matter of it works, right? Okay. A, and then she hits the fourth one. Yep. I mean, this takes a lot of luck, guys, because you got to think, like, she still has it, or the Gyarados still has 80% accurate, or 80% accuracy. It's 80% accurate. It has 80% accurate. I can speak English very well. But so yeah, it's 80% accurate, and we need it to miss 6 turns in a row. And yes, it's getting progressively less accurate as we set up more double teams. But I mean, honestly, we just don't have anything else to do. We need to get it to not hit, basically, for enough turns. And the whole idea here is the Mimic strat is going to come down to, we're going to Dragon Rage down this first Gyarados. Once we finally get the setup and don't get hit, we're going to use Dragon Rage in order to knock this one out. And then on the Dragonair, we're going to want to Mimic another Dragon Rage, basically. So we'll have 2 Dragon Rages in our move slots so that we can just have more PP to wreck the rest of the team. But you know, the rest of the team can randomize. And I mean, Aerodactyl's the one that will mostly hit us, but the other Pokemon have at least some chance to not hit us, not deal damage to us. You know, this is kind of the hard part. Okay, we only got 1 double team set up there. We need 6 guys. 6. I mean, let's just think about this though. Because the other strat is just to relearn Toxic. Over Mimic, with the strategy being to try to land Toxic and then try to land the Fire Spin and try to get the 5 turner. Okay, so there we land Toxic. But it doesn't matter because he hits us the next turn. So now what we could try to do is try to get like 2 or 3 double teams set up and then go for Toxic Fire Spin and then try to set up more on the rest of the team as we go through. You know, just basically trying to get him down to like a 50-50 shot of hitting us. Or it's less than that, of course, because 50% of 80, he'll be at 40% to hit us after 2 double teams. And it doesn't matter, like, it's cumulative, so, like, yes, he's going to hit us 80% of the time turn 1, and then he's going to hit us, you know, whatever 2/3 of 80 is. Turn 2, so like 57% or something like that. And then he's going to hit us 40% turn 3, assuming that he misses the first 2 turns. And it just kind of snowballs down from there, right? Where he ends up at 20% accuracy after we get all of the double teams set up. Which still means he's hitting 1 in 5. He's just flipping around his odds of hitting and not hitting. And that's where the Toxic Fire Spin can come into play, giving us a way to whittle him down. But the other strategy, of course, would be to just get rid of... Would be to go for the substitute strat. mean, let's just think. We could technically have infinite Dragon Rage TMs. Let's just go hard on this strat here. So we'll forget Dragon Rage for Toxic, and we'll forget Mimic. Sorry, Mimic. You're being forgotten for Substitute. With the logic being that if we can get a couple of double teams set up and then set up a Substitute, then we at least have a way to survive a turn when he hits us. And since he's hitting us less than 50%, we should theoretically still be able to get some more setup off. So we'll go for two double teams and then Substitute is the plan. Okay, there's the 2 Hydro Pump misses. Now we set up the Substitute. Now he hits, but we'll set up another double team. Now Substitute again. Now he's got far less than 50% accuracy. Okay. Okay, we still have 2 more double teams to set up here. We can't set up any more Substitutes, but we can now go for the Fire Spin strat. Okay. Okay, and he doesn't max or Hyper Potion there, but we get immediately knocked out by the Dragonair, in spite of the fact that we had all the setup in the world. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Give me the setup that I need. Okay, we get 1, but we didn't get 2. Okay, it's fine. Did not get the luck there. KKK, come on, come on, come on. The system is miscounting the number of broken TMs, so don't worry. Yet again, part of it is that I changed up my moveset here, so it's just recounting things. Okay, Okay, there's one miss. There's two misses. There's the substitute. Okay, now I'm gonna go. I was trying to go for two more before I set up another substitute, but he just got it. Got me. Lancey boy got me. Come on, 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 Lancey boy. Sorry, I was trying to change my Pokemon randomly. Oh man. Like Lance is always the hard one for fire types though. Okay, there's double team 1, but not double team 2. Okay. You missed turn 1, but not turn 2. Okay. So that's what that results in. Okay, come on, Lancey boy. Come on, Lancey boy. Give me an easy win. I just want him to be easy. One time, Lance. Lance, you're supposed to be like the leader of the Elite Four, but just be bad. One time, just be bad for me. For me. I mean, we completely crushed Agatha in this. I'm kind of happy with just that. That we completely crushed Agatha. Agatha was super duper easy. And I don't think the champion's nearly as hard as this because of the fact that he's just guaranteed to use the Hydro Pump every turn. If we were not, you know, in the position to always get hit by Hydro Pump, you know, if he had a chance to use a Leer here, basically, we would be fine. Like the odds of getting a miss are technically higher than they were with Ghastly because he was randomizing between Dragon Rage and Hydro Pump in that one. And Dragon Rage is 100% accurate, whereas Hydro Pump is only 80% accurate. But it's the fact that he will always just keep using the same move over and over again. And we don't have Confuse Ray, so we don't have a way to further reduce the odds of getting hit. And then we don't have a guaranteed win on everything after Gyarados, unlike the whatchamacall. And this is one of those spots too, right? Where like if you come in here with a Lapras, you can go for the 1 in 10 chance of getting a freeze here by just using Ice Beam or Blizzard. And so the whole strategy is to freeze the Gyarados, then do all your setup. You know, so instead of Fire Spin, you'd have Ice Beam here. And you'd have Dragon Rage instead of toxic. Or I don't know, maybe you just get rid of substitute in that case. And so you just come in here and you'd go for the turn 1 freeze. 1 in 10 chance whenever you get a hit, you got a 1 in 10 chance to freeze it. Then you can just do all the setup and then Dragon Rage it down. And then you can go toxic strats on everything else. You've got the toxic and yeah. Oops, did not mean to do that. So come on, Lancey. There's a miss. There's a second miss. And he hits turn 3. Okay. Okay, come on. I mean, I'm really more irritated that we should have had Bruno at like 45 minutes and instead it took an hour because he was just being a troll. Lance is the one that we just knew would take forever in this. But I'm just determined to do it because this is my boy. This Arcanine. And I want to be able to say I beat the Elite Four at level 5 with my favorite Pokemon. Terrible as it is. I just want to be able to say that I've done it. And at the same time explain why certain moves are completely broken. Okay. Okay, there's a miss and there's a hit. Okay. Get all excited. I'm like, oh, he missed one time. He finally missed one time. It's supposed to be 1 in 5. It doesn't feel like 1 in 5, does it? Feels an awful lot more than 1 in 5. We're up to, what is that, 294 resets so far, but still. That is what it is. We keep getting like one turn of it missing too, like, which I mean is fair, but it's actually more likely to miss on the second turn than it is on the first turn because we've set up the double team. So, you know, like it progressively becomes more and more likely that it's going to miss. It's just a matter of the rolls, basically. There we go. We spelled Lance on the screen. Maybe that will work. Oh, my controller came unplugged. Rip. Okay. Nope. Spelling Lance on the screen is not the way to get him to stop with his trolliness. Okay. New strategy. You know, we got to Dragonair once. Exactly once, so... Hey, come on, come on. Lance, 1 in 5, buddy. Nope. Okay. 2 hits number 3. Okay. So we finally got a 2 miss there, but we need more misses. More misses, Lancey boy. Oops, you can't even like walk right up to him because otherwise he talks to you. And then you have to start the fight. I want to get to the closest tile possible. Save the game. And now just go... We can go up or we can go left. Either is fine. Okay. Here we'll go... Or sorry, we can go right. We'll go right this time. Here we'll just go up. We're just randomizing which way to go. Okay, there we got a miss. There we get a miss. And then he hits that one. Okay. We're gonna go up again. We're sticking with up. Up. Towards the champion. It's the way to go. I wonder if there's a glitch where you can like save right next to Lance. I want to try. I just think it would be hilarious if there were some way to just save in this slot right here so that we just automatically fight him, not have to. We didn't get it. I'm just trying to see if there's like a perfect like, you know, timing where we can get it, where we you know, trainer fly-esque, where we can like open the menu right there as he's trying to talk to us. It would be amazing if there was. Sorry, I just really want to try this now.
Doesn't seem like it. Might just not be getting the timing, but it would be just hilarious to like somehow trainer fly Lance. That would actually be really stupid if there were some way to be poisoned and just faint directly in front of Lance. Like, what would happen? Would it just become a normal trainer fly? Probably. Knowing the game, probably. You'd be trainer flying Lance. The game would be like, I don't know what to do about this. Oh man. Okay. There's 2 misses. It's number 3. Okay. We keep getting that situation where he misses twice and then he hits. But there should eventually be a kind of RNG where he misses 6 in a row. It's like a 3. If it's 100% accurate, it's a 3% chance to get the 6 misses in a row while setting up double team. I did the math on it once. It's like 3.2% or something like that. It's been a very long time since I did the math. It was over a year ago, but in essence, there is some incredibly lucky setup. Should happen about 3 in 100 times where we can get 6 double teams set up without getting hit. But that's assuming that the game is, got truly random RNG, which I don't honestly believe is the case. Everything that I've seen and done in these solo challenges has led me to believe that the game actually has, just a pseudo random RNG that is actually based on a set of predefined values that it cycles through, that it has some, they may just be a big string somewhere and it just remembers the last index of the string and it just keeps going down the index, and then certain values or certain events might cause it to jump to different parts of the index, but it's basically just going through a big, index or array of values and just stepping through them is my honest belief, because so much of what happens is very not random. Like, here when we're getting 2 misses in a row and then he hits us, as many times as we've seen that happen, it's can't be perfectly random, I don't think. Otherwise we'd be getting some where he misses 3 times in a row and he misses 4 times in a row and then he hits us. Like, we just haven't seen that, which really does suggest that I may need to adjust my strategy to that. So there he misses 3 in a row. Finally, he misses 4 in a row. Okay, now he hits. Okay. So now we got to set up another substitute. Okay. And now, see, we can't get the toxic to hit. So from here, we need like godlike luck with accuracy to get through. And watch this one hit us with slam. Oh, it went slam. Oh, it hits us with Dragon Rage the next turn instead, because we couldn't hit a whatchamacall, a toxic. Stupid. Okay. 3. Sorry, I went hard on the double teams there that time. But yeah, we're clearly just in another part of the index now where suddenly we're getting more misses, but still, it's like it decides to give me misses at the same time that it's giving him misses, because it's just a cluster of misses all bunched up together. A cluster of, you know, like high rolls or whatever. I'm not sure if it's high rolls or low rolls when it makes you miss. I think it's trying to get a value under the accuracy of the move. Okay. So there we get the 2 and then we get hit. But I mean, there should be some run where we're able to set up all of the double teams without a single hit. And it should happen about 3% of the time. Which, I mean, you can go a long time without getting a 3% chance. It's just that if the RNG is even close to random, it should happen 3% of the time. And we've clearly reset here over 100 times and not gotten that luck. So, you know, that's another reason why I don't think that it's actually random, because like some people say, like, oh, if you just got 500 Gen 1 misses in a row, well, I'm pretty sure that the RNG is not random enough to actually make it possible to get 500 Gen 1 misses in a row, unless you were using save states and resetting, because what you're doing when you're using save states and resetting, I believe, assuming that it's not hard resets, assuming that it's soft resets, is you are... Just my thought on this is that what you're likely doing is you're just causing it to step one step further in the randomness tree that it has. So eventually, yeah, you'll get to the next step where the result that you want happens. But it's not generating, you know, true new random numbers. It's just stepping. You're just stepping to the next index in the array, basically, is my opinion. I don't know that for a fact. I'm just saying that seems to be the way that it works, by looking at it. And that's the reason why, you know, again, the get 50 Gen 1 misses in a row and then this fight is possible logic, you know, the PCAS spray, yellow, you know, all you need to do is use up all 20 PP in your self-destruct by, or, you know, just get the Gen 1 miss for self-destruct 250 times, and then you can escape the soft lock, right? Like, yes, in theory, that's how it works, but in practice, it doesn't work that way, without save states. With save states, then sure. You know, have fun resetting for a few years. Come on, Arcanine. Come on, Gyarados. Come on, Lancey boy. Give me the luck that I need. Here, we'll go. Right strats once. Right strats. Here, we'll go down up strats. Almost looked like down up strats might work. But I also think that what I'm saying is the reason why, like in some runs that I do, right? I'll have a situation where I will have like reset like 40, 50 times here on a particular fight. And it's not happening. Like it's clearly not happening. And then all I do is I save at that point. I close the emulator and I come back like the next day and I reopen the emulator and I get it like on the first attempt or the second attempt. Is I think because it determines where to be at in its, you know, random numbers list when you start the game. And then like at different points it might roll, it might like, you know, jump around to the table, but it's basically deciding at the time that the game switched on where to be in that list, and then it just cycles through the numbers. And that's how it creates the impression or the illusion of randomness without actually being random. Okay, there we get 3 in a row, 4 in a row, 5 in a row, 6 in a row where he doesn't hit. Now we set up substitute. Now we go toxic. Now he hits the hydro pump. But I'm going fire spin. Fire spin missed. Here we just can't hit fire spin for our life. Oh, we finally hit the fire spin. Now we hyper potions. But we are using fire spin to lock this one in. And it's going down. Okay. We still have a substitute here on the Dragonair. It hits the first Dragon Rage, of course. So we have to set up another substitute here. And now it hits another Dragon Rage. Now we're going Fire Spin strats on it. We can't set up any more substitutes because we'll die. Okay. So, but second or first Dragonair does go down. Misses Hyper Beam with the second Dragonair. He goes Dragon Rage. Slam. Okay, now we get the Fire Spin to hit. He goes Agility. Agility. So we take that one down. Cool. Misses Bite. Misses Bite again. Misses Supersonic. We're just missing everything too. Okay, now we land the Fire Spin. Okay. So there, that one goes down. He misses Slam. Barrier. He can use Barrier and Agility, which do nothing here because our whole strategy is Toxic and Fire Spin. Okay, he Hyper Potions, but we land the Fire Spin. Come on, one more turn, one more turn. He misses Slam. There we go. We finally got through Lance. Oh god, that took forever. An hour and 51. We finally get the luck to beat Lance. Oh, that was brutal, guys. Okay, so we've made it to the champion. And here we have to... we have to have Mimic, or we have to have Dragon Rage here. We should actually just add a Dragon Rage TM. Sorry, I didn't set up all my TMs in advance. But you can get Dragon Rage infinitely at the game corner. And that is the one that we need. There would be no reason to go for Mimic here because we can just learn Dragon Rage illegally. You know, so we don't even need to do the whole Mimic Dragon Rage strat that What's Its Butt was doing. So we have to decide how to make this work, though. And it all just comes down to the fact that we need to be able to knock out the Venusaur with this move. I'm going to go for Dragon Rage over Substitute here. just to see, because then we can still go fire spin toxic strats. Okay, so there is the champion. I don't know. We might be better off with substitute here, but we're just playing with it. We're just trying things out, guys. We're just trying stuff out, you know? And of course, this is Pokemon Red and Blue, so he doesn't have these like Jolteon teams and whatnot. Rip. I need to make a Pokemon Red and Blue version of this. But in the background is the battle between Red and Blue from the Pokemon Generations anime. So you can see the Charizard. Come on. It's Gen 1 all the way. So yeah, don't worry about that. So here he leads off with Pidgeot. We are going for double team this whole way here. He can even use Whirlwind against us, which is amazing. Oh, he's just setting up all the double teams. No. Okay. So we finished the double team setup though. Now we need Toxic to actually hit. Now we'll maybe spam some Dragon Rages or something. Okay, come on. One more turn of him hitting himself or something. Yes. Okay, we get Recover. So now we're going Fire Spin Toxic here on the Alakazam. Misses a Psychic. That's good. So we're able to... Not quite able to take that one down. He's going for the Recovers here, but we do take him down finally. Okay. Toxic. And we want to Fire Spin here. He can use Leer and Tail Whip, which do nothing anyway. Okay. Okay, so that one goes down. Toxic here. We're going Fire Spin all the way on this one because we're hoping to not get hit by a Hydro Pump. Okay. Okay, so Gyarados does go down. Here we can get Leer and Roar from this one. Takedown's the only move that can actually hit us. So we're just going hard on the Fire Spins here. And he lands the takedown. Are you kidding me? Come on. He can go to Roar and Leer. He's only 1 in 3 to even use takedown there. Ah, come on. Come on, champion. Red, you jerk. Okay. So he uses Whirlwind. That's fine. Wing attack. Like, we want him to just use Whirlwind as much as possible. That's what we actually want him to do. Okay, Sky Attack at least gives us a turn to set up. Okay, Mirror Move failed. Goes for Sky Attack and he hits. Okay. Like, that first one was really a good roll, but just a bad roll there on the Arcanine. On the mirror match. We could have done just fine had we not gotten that bad roll. Okay. And I mean, this whole battle is going to come down to getting the accuracy luck, because we don't have the substitute, so we can't take a hit. But we're trading the opportunity to get, to get hit once for the chance to use Fire Spin to reduce the number of hits that we take, assuming that Fire Spin actually hits. And this is one of those things where at a reasonably high level, this strategy is really consistent. Because if we can actually survive hits from them, as I showed like in the Ponytail run, then it doesn't matter. You can just purely go for the Toxic, Fire Spin. You don't even need Dragon Rage, but Toxic, Fire Spin, Double Team, Substitute Strat, and basically just completely destroy this whole section. And in that one, I was up against the Blastoise team, so it's even easier because you get to the end and you can still use Toxic. You know, and you outspeed with a Ponyta at like level 55, you know, getting here on minimum battles. You would outspeed everything anyway, so it's very, very easy to beat the champion over and over and over again. It's almost completely consistent. Okay. Here still manages to hit even after all the double team setup. We just need the luck where he doesn't hit us for a lot of turns. And most of his team can use like random moves that won't actually deal damage. And that's pretty much what we're banking on. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops. So here we need to land a hit with Toxic. Okay. Now we'll just try to get him enough fire spin. We did. Oh. Oof. Okay, no full restore. That's good. Misses a Psybeam there. Misses Psybeam again. Toxic's just missing every turn. Okay. Okay. Horn Drill missed. That was nice. Leer and Tail Whip, of course, can't damage us, so, you know, there's 50% of this one's moves can't even deal damage. And then Horn Drill's super inaccurate, so that's fine. Okay. Okay, so we're going for the Fire Spin here. Okay, Fire Spin continues, so we take that one down. Cool. We get hit by a Leer. Hit by a Leer is perfectly fine with me. Okay. Okay. So he full restores here. Oh, and Toxic missed. No. So now we have to go into our Dragon Rages. Let's see, 2 more hits. We'll knock this one out, okay. And... okay. Okay, he does go Mega Drain there. He goes Growth, which does nothing. Oh, and he lands the Razor Leaf. Are you kidding me? Come on. 3 more hits to knock him out. And be done with it. You know? Like we're so close to getting through there. 3 more turns of him not hitting us. 3 more good rolls. And we've won. Okay, 2, 3. And then he hits after 3 double teams. I was going to try to put Toxic on him before he got too many double teams set up. Because we ran out of Toxics on the Arcanine. But I mean, we can see, we can get some nice deep runs into this team. And, you know, this strategy is effective. It just takes a lot of tries, basically. 4, 5, 6. Come on. Come on, we're just missing all the Toxics again. Okay, we get the Fire Spin there, though. Okay, so that one goes down. Cool. Okay, we land Toxic there. Okay. And I mean, the thing is, like, a lot of his team has like a 50% chance to not hit us. Or better, you know? Like Arcanine, it's 2 of 3 not to even use a damaging move. This one's 50-50 not to damage us. And Horn Drill is just highly unlikely to hit. Gyarados is gonna go hard on the Hydro Pump. Called it. You know, that's one of the Pokemon that we can't avoid getting an attacking move against us, but everything else at least has one move that they'll use that does 0 damage every time. Okay, we get hit by Sky Attack there. Again, I was just getting worried about him setting up too many double teams with Mirror Move. But he will use Whirlwind here, which of course can deal no damage. So that's the thing. That's the other reason why Pokemon Red and Blue is definitively easier than Pokemon Yellow, is because the early game doesn't really matter. Like, the early game, you're just going to grind up and eventually you're going to win. The only places where you can actually get stonewalled with the Pokemon are at the end of the game. And the Pokemon Red and Blue Elite Four and Champion always have moves that don't deal damage. Whereas in Pokemon Yellow, they are not set to be like that. They, like, Lance's Dragonite always attacks. It always tries to deal damage. You know, the Sand Slash always attacks. It always tries to deal damage. So you have to actually outspeed it in order to have the chance to just go crazy hard on Double Team to try to, you know, get through with these kind of luck-based strats. Come on. Come on. Toxic misses twice there in a row. Like, come on, that's a 1 in 100 chance. Come on, game. Like, and we've been missing with Toxic so much here. Or I guess it's, what, 15 times 15, so it's a 16 point, or 1.65% chance. You know, odds. The game, it doesn't really believe in odds. But yeah, we just need some serious run good here. And I mean, we're up to an awful lot of resets here, but a lot of these are much faster though than the Ghastly ones, because Ghastly just has so many spots where it's using its own strategy is so incredibly luck-based that yeah. Okay, we land Toxic there, even with Pidgeot having a bunch of double teams. Now we've landed Fire Spin. So now we just need this to continue. And it goes down. Cool. We really want this one to use, like, Recover. Come on. Recover or Reflect. Half of its moves don't deal damage. It just has to use the non-damaging moves. Oh, this champion's being such a troll. Okay. I'll just get wrecked on that one. But, yeah. Excuse me. There are definitely some spots where it kind of makes sense. Like, Substitute's probably better than Fire Spin here in a lot of ways, because we can take a hit and we can still survive later on in the fight. And we can set up like 3 substitutes in a battle. So we're effectively buying ourselves 3 lives, if you will, by having that move. Okay, there's Toxic. We don't want it to use Toxic on us. Okay, there is the Fire Spin. Okay, so it goes down, cool. There he goes Reflect, which is just what we want to see. Now we get the Fire Spin on him. So we're reducing the number of turns that he can hit. Okay, so that one goes down. Okay, there's the Toxic. There's the Fire Spin. Okay. He lands a Horn, or he tries to go for Horn Drill, rather. Sorry. He didn't land it. Thank God he didn't land it. Okay, we need to land the Fire Spin here. Like, we really, really wanted the Fire Spins here. And there's the Hydro Pump. Okay. Okay, so this has me thinking that I'm probably just going too hard on trying to do the the Fire Spin strat, and I'm probably better off going for the Substitute strat. Right, because like I said, we're effectively giving ourselves 3 lives, if you will, in the fight. We're still relying on the double team to avoid hits, and then the Toxic and Dragon Rage to be able to knock things out, but we can take 3 hits throughout the battle, assuming they don't hit twice in a row after we get all our double teams set up, and then we can survive that way. You know, like, it makes sense, it's logical. And again, Substitute is a move that we would be able to relearn technically infinite number of times, because you could just get a bunch of Substitute TMs from the Rocket Game Corner. It will take quite a while, but it's possible. Now, we absolutely have to make sure that we poison this Pidgeot before we use Substitute, just in case it mirror moves Substitute. Otherwise, that's pretty much GG. I mean, I guess we could Dragon Rage to break the Substitute, but okay, Whirlwind is fine, but then it lands a Wing Attack. Okay, like we're basically going hard trying to get all 6 double teams here, because really we don't want to waste one of our lives, if you will, here on the Pidgeot. It's random enough with Whirlwind and Mirror Move and Sky Attack that we should just be able to get through this one just based on double team alone. Definitely, if we're going to win the fight, I think that's how we get through this one. You know, just getting the luck for it to use lots of Mirror Moves and Whirlwinds. Okay, so there's +6. Now we need to land Toxic. Okay, so now Pidgeot has been hit. Now we'll go for the Substitute. Now we'll hit it with a Dragon Rage even. Now we've got to manage PP though, very effectively. Okay, so that one goes down. Cool. Toxic there. Here we can actually just spam some of our substitutes here. On the off chance of a hit. We can even spam some double teams because we've already used up all the PP here. Eventually it's going to take so much damage from Toxic that it will just be a one-hit KO anyway. Okay, so that one's going down. Cool. And he lands Horn Drill. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh, God. Like, he should basically never land Horn Drill there when we've got all the double teams set up. That was just bad luck. Okay, we get wrecked there. We just have to remember, no matter what, we just need 5 Dragon Rages left when we get to the Venusaur. As long as we have 5 in Dragon Rage, we're basically golden. Okay, 1, 2. In fact, we might want to Toxic on the Pidgeot right away. And just hope that it goes for like Sky Attack or Whirlwind here at the start of the fight. Really, we're hoping for a Whirlwind turn 1. And then, you know, which is a 1 in 4 chance. In theory, at least. Okay, so we get the Whirlwind turn 1. And then it goes Wing Attack immediately after. That's not what we're looking for. We're looking for like Mirror Move turn 2 or some... Or actually not Mirror Move turn 2. You can use Mirror Move turn 1 and we're fine with that. Okay. So here Sky Attack's mostly gonna hit. Oh, here I'm doing double team instead. Rip. Okay, there we get the whatchamacall. Here I'm gonna put out a substitute now. He does hit Sky Attack there, but I'm just gonna keep setting up now the double teams that I need. Okay. Okay, we'll put out a new substitute. He doesn't use a full restore, so that was very nice. So here we're just kind of hoping that he'll work himself down into a range to get KO'd eventually. Okay, so there we take that one down. Cool. Okay. Here we can just knock that one out. Cool. So Toxic here. We're going to waste some PP. 2, 3, 4. Now this turn, he misses 2. That's nice. So we get to do that. Okay, so there. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And here we should knock him out this turn. Ooh, not quite. But Toxic takes him down. Cool. Okay, so here now we're going to Dragon Rage. Solar Beam hits, which is bad. We need him not to hit this turn. Okay, we get the substitute back up. Uses Growth. Okay. No full restore, please. We got a Gen 1 miss with Dragon Rage. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? We actually had him, and we got a Gen 1 miss with Dragon Rage. Are you kidding me? Oh, that's stupid. The Gen 1 miss with Dragon Rage. How? Rigged. I call rigged. This game is completely rigged. Oh, God. Sorry, guys. I'm going max elixir here because this will not stand. We just needed the one last hit to knock him out. Screw you, Red. You asshole. I hate you so much. Oh. I just don't stand for the Gen 1 miss. Okay, so technically I'm calling it at 2 hours, 17 minutes. Okay, we officially beat him at 2 hours 17 minutes. I'm gonna go for it again, trying not to get the stupid luck this time. But yeah, 2 hours and 17 minutes is the actual time that it took, because that Gen 1 miss was BS. That was nonsense. I do not accept this. Like, I just can't. I can't accept that. That is so stupid. So beyond stupid. Oh, man. Okay. Here we're just setting up a couple double teams. A couple casual double teams here. Oh, I want revenge on this guy so badly. Here I'm just dragon raging him out of spite, basically. Okay. So here we go substitute. Now we're just kind of counting down turns. Okay, he breaks my first substitute. Okay, he doesn't reflect, so he goes down. Cool. Come on, Toxic actually needs to hit here. Okay, so now we're gonna spam some nonsense for a few turns. Okay. So this time we should just be able to knock him out with Dragon Rage. There we go. Toxic's just missing so many times. Here I'm spamming the substitutes because I think he has a decent chance of hitting me. See, called it. So we don't have to worry because... yeah. Now we can't actually set up any more substitutes, so if we accidentally set up get hit and set up a substitute, we're dead. Okay. 2... he hits us, and we would set up substitute here because I chose substitute this turn, which means I die. Yeah. It's the problem with having an HP stat that is divisible by 4. It's actually bad because you end up dying on the last substitute. Okay, he's going hard on the double teams. And then he wing attacks us. Okay. But yeah, I just cannot believe that we got all the way to the end there just to get a Gen 1 miss from Dragon Rage. Like, are you kidding me? That is I complain about luck a lot, but that is a first for me, I think, to get all the way to the champion's ace at the very end. And he hits me with Toxic. Are you kidding me? I've got all the double teams set up and he's hitting me with Toxic. So yeah, I complain a lot about RNG and luck in these runs, but that just takes the cake for like the least lucky spot ever. Like he's one hit away from being KO'd. If he just doesn't, if I just don't miss that Dragon Rage, I win. And look at this. He's hitting Toxic through all of my double team setup. Like he's mirror moving Toxic. You know, the one turn that I use Toxic, he's using mirror move, and then he's hitting through my double team. That is stupid. Like, I just needed one more hit. Oh, and I just had to say, no, I don't accept this. I'm using an elixir. Oh, man. To me, it's hilarious, but it's also stupid. So utterly stupid. Come on, Toxic. Oh, man. That one's probably just getting clipped up and just posted on like the channel members or something. Like, just guys, I have officially got the worst luck ever in the history of Pokemon. Like, because how can you be all the way there at the champion on the last Pokemon? You just need one more Dragon Rage to hit, and then you get that nonsense. Okay, so here we're gonna spam some PP. You know, I'm just wasting turns basically for him to get in a range where... Okay, Dragon Rage missed, but that's fine. Okay, he hits Psybeam turn 1. Going Substitute, of course. This is another spot for the Substitute spam, I think, because... Okay, he uses Recover, but... Yeah, we can only use Substitute one more time in this whole run, so... Okay, so Alakazam does go down. Cool. Okay. I'm just going to finish off the double teams for the most part here, I think. So we're just waiting one more turn. Now we can Dragon Rage to finish this one off. It's count to 4 and then Dragon Rage. With Toxic strats here. Okay. So here I'm going to double team. We're just trying to use up PP. Okay. And here we can just knock that one out. Cool. Toxic. We're just going to spam the Toxics here. Okay. So he hits a takedown, so we have to use our last substitute here. And then next turn, we should be able to knock him out. Yes. Okay. So here we are in Venusaur. We have a substitute. It takes in Sunlight. It hits Solar Beam. Okay. We have to survive 2 more turns. It uses Growth. Growth. Yes, there we go. Okay, we did it legitimately this time at 224. We lost 7 minutes to that Gen 1 miss, but there we go. It's less than half the time that it took to beat the Elite Four with Ghastly. I think Lapras can do better than this, if I have to guess, because it can go the same Dragon Rage strats. Everything else is basically the same. And it's not going to go for Fire Spin, so instead it's going to be going for substitute strats, but I mean, you know, it's fine, I think. So here we go. My legendary Arcanine at level 5 is registered in the Hall of Fame, 5 hours and 38 minutes, but we've done it. So there we go. That's my Saturday. I think that's all the gameplay I'm gonna do today. I might edit later, but yeah. So I have officially added another Pokemon that I've beaten the entire Elite Four solo at level 5 with. 2 hours and 24 minutes of real time at, of course, 4 times speed. So this is like a sub hour at 10 times speed, which is where I did my original ones. And I did sub hour with Gyarados at 10 times speed in Pokemon Yellow and in Pokemon Red and Blue. I beat the Elite Four in both versions with Gyarados. Ghastly, you know, was like 2 hours, but it was like 5.5 hours here at 4 times speed. You know, and some of that was just bad luck, bad RNG. This one had a ton of bad RNG. Like, Lance, you expect him to be hard. Lorelei, you expect her to be hard, but Bruno was just being a troll, and the champion was just being, oh god. Oh god. But there we go. So Arcanine is a champion. The best boy. My boy. And yeah, that does it for this one, guys. See you in the next one. Later.